Hello, everybody. This is Tim again from the Manager's Resource Handbook. You can visit us on the web at managersresourcehandbook.com. I'm here today with your quick tip. Today, we're going to be talking about technology and technology growth. I myself am an engineer by trade. I've led and managed technology development teams for quite a while now. Um, and one of the challenges I've often run into is how do you convey the projects and the technology efforts that you're pursuing to other people, as well as just keeping a track yourself, right? You've got a lot of different projects going on, and you want to clearly articulate, what's being worked on, where they are in the various stages of the development process. So here's a tool that I like to use. You can obviously customize it for your specific needs, but technology growth funnel is just that. It's a funnel that helps you sort of align and show where various things are in the given development cycle. So if we look at this funnel at a high level, I got 5 different stages here, and basically as technology is developed and grows, it moves from the left side to the right side. So to the far left, the darker blue there, you get what I like to call the concept phase. The concept phase is not necessarily projects you're working on, but at least technology projects and product development initiatives that you see in the horizon, things that you may want to pick up, or something that the market is telling you is going to be needed in a few years, or whatever the case may be for your industry. So my examples here, technology project 8 may be something that a customer has asked about once or twice, and maybe a technology project 10 is something that you're saying, hey, that there's a regulation change to whatever it is you do, and I'm going to need to develop something that's going to, meet that new regulation requirement, etc. So the projects here are not necessarily things you're working on, but things that are at least on the horizon for you at some point in time. As you move to the right, the next, a little bit of a lighter blue there, I've got 2 projects, Project 7 or Project 9. This is the layout phase, as I like to call it, or the phase in the project where you are, it's really taking it from a concept, just a sketch, so to speak, to, let's say, 20% maturity. You've got at least a couple layouts or a couple designs, maybe a couple schematics or whatever type of work you do put together. And really, the culmination of the layout phase is preliminary design review, PDR, depending on the type of work you do. Again, maybe 20-25% design maturity. One thing to note here, with the funnel is you can see, hey, technology project number 9 actually advanced ahead of technology project number 8, which is still in the concept phase, which is one of the nice parts about having a funnel. You can show the relative position of different projects. So even though technology project number 9 may be newer, there's a reason you've pulled that ahead of technology project number 8. So again, it helps as a tool for communication. In the next phase, the development cycle phase, this is really the meat of technology development for those of you that develop new products. This is where a lot of your engineering and software work, or whatever it is you do, comes into play. This is maybe 50% of your overall development effort. Here's where you're really taking that preliminary design and maturing it to something that you could either market or sell, or whatever the case is. The output from the development phase is a critical design review or a CDR. During the latter parts of this phase as well, you're going to identify what it is you're going to want to validate and verify, be it through testing, some analysis, simulation, maybe even some trial market information. As you move past the development cycle, you get into what I call the validation phase. This is the point in technology development where you're testing a new product, you're building perhaps some initial prototypes for manufacturing assessments, you're doing some maybe some software tests, some hardware tests, maybe even some optimization. But really the purpose of the validation phase is ensuring that your design has met all technology or technical requirements and needs. The last phase of the technology funnel is closeout, Some people might call this sustaining, some people might call this market entry, but this is where you're basically taking your product, fine tuning it, making some small changes, nothing major, but basically just fine tuning it for the market or the specific needs of the industry. So one of the things about the technology funnel that I happen to like is the fact that you can customize it, and I've done that here a little bit for you. But you can either list projects from top to bottom in terms of priority. I've highlighted some here with italics and underlining, showing that maybe those are products relative to one industry, and you may have two different industries that you play in. So maybe the underlined ones are industry one, and the non-underlined ones here are industry two. So you can customize it. For me as a technology manager and product development manager, I like to use kind of arrows and circles to identify how various projects are derived from one another. So if I'm developing to the far right there, technology number 2, that may be my first pass iteration of a basic product. And I can show with my funnel that, hey, technology project 2 is actually the predecessor for technology project number 6, which is currently in development. So this technology project might be 6 might be a slightly enhanced version or a derivative of project number 2. And then likewise, technology project number 14 may still be in the concept phase, maybe a good vision you have for something that you may do in the future, but not necessarily something that you're doing today, but it's linked to those other 2 projects. So these things are highly customizable, really to what your needs are. But again, it's a great tool for communicating and sharing information with others, as well as just keeping track of your own initiatives. So there you have it, today's quick tip. Visit us on the web at managersresourcehandbook.com for all sorts of tips, tools, and templates to help you run teams and manage your business better. Thanks for listening.